All right, guys, how are you, man? Good morning, good morning. So let's see. So this is where we are right now. Basically, let's check gold. So gold is ranging right now, right? So we know gold on the higher time frame has been in a completely downtrend. We use this tool called the regression trend, and you can put it from the peak to whatever it is right now, and you can see how it's an uptrend, a downtrend right now. And basically if you zoom in a little bit, you'll get to see that it's touching the bottom part of this regression trend. So we might see, we don't know, fundamentals right now for gold is that it's basically saying that it's gonna just keep going down. However, we might see something where you find some type of support here to go up, at least go somewhere around here and then keep pushing down. We don't know that yet, so we got to see price action first. So let me just delete this because it's gonna get too overcrowded on the chart. Now look at the 4 hour. We're ranging, going down to the 1 hour time frame. We're basically ranging, so we got to see some type of price action. Like this was perfect right here, you see, and this happened at what time? At 3 in the morning where London opened. So this was perfect. This move was excellent. Look, this move right here was whew, 226 pips. Okay, I mean at that point I'm sleeping, so I can't see this trade, but that happened. Okay, let's go to the next one. Aussie USD. So this right here. So you see, we had a big drop, right? We had a big drop. This was February 25th. When was that? February 25th was Thursday. Okay, so we had a big drop, right? So this big drop has to be corrected at least some way, somehow to like, I mean, like if you look at the Fib, um, we're waiting for this to go around here at least to this level, this level. If it goes here, even better, but we don't know. We gotta see. However, on the daily time frame, this thing also has been in an uptrend, so it might find support right now just to keep going up. Um, but in our situation right now, it's just basically within this range. What we want to see is we want to see a break of this resistance, uh, come back, test it as support, so we can target up. So any trades above this area right here is perfect setup because we have clean traffic on this side. You see, um, here also you have a support here, and the next one is right down here. So anything that goes down around here, we got to see what the price will do, and we can target the next level also. So in other words, anything on top of this resistance or below this support level is where we're looking at, we'll be interested in. JVP JPY is ranging right now. Nothing is happening. It's completely in an uptrend. We got to see where this is going to end up finding some type of support, and when that support is formed, we got to look for a potential something that looks just like this. Support is formed. The next green candle crosses the previous candle low. I mean high, and we just move up. So we got to see something like that forming here, just like what happened here. Long rejection, then this candle crossed that candle high, then we had this move, and this move right here was roughly about 79 pips. So now this is the pullback that we want to see. We got to see some type of uh, support being formed to potentially go up again. You what is this? JVP USD. What happened here? So this one is an area that is very scary because you see all of these rejections happening in this area. So we don't know what's gonna happen here. It's a very tricky area. However, we have marked this as a support before, um, because the price has uh, respected this level as support multiple times, one times, two times already. So it was resistance, broke resistance, came down, tested as support, gave this long rejection, and it just tested as support. It just came over here, tested as support, and all of this right here, all of this happening right now is just basically what a lot of people would call fuckery, because this, you don't know, this price action right here is not respecting this level at all anymore. So we got to see where it's going to happen around here. You know, a few people, what will do, they will move this levels right here and here, but no, I don't like to do that, because my levels are based on the 4-hour time frame, and the 4-hour time frame is holding to a certain extent. You see, even this red candle broke it, but then you had a massive push to the upside after that happened, and now it's rejecting this level. So probably we'll be finding support around here to go up again, because this is also in a completely uptrend. If you look at this, you see this is an uptrend. Okay, let's go to the next one. JVP. This was the perfect setup, man. Unfortunately, I was eating breakfast with my family, so I couldn't take this trade. But this right here, we have a 4 long rejection, 4-hour candle going bearish. RSI was already showing overbought situation. So at this point, what we wanted it to see is a break of this previous candle low, and we have clean traffic on this area too. From, I would say, look, all this area is clean traffic. You see how price moved completely, like with these big long candles. So we might see the same push all the way over here. So let's see. But we missed this trade, and this trade was perfect, because this will be already a risk-free trade for us. You already achieved more than 20 pips, 60 pips, but unfortunately I didn't take this trade. I don't know if any of you guys took the trade, but I didn't take this trade myself. JVP and ZD, same way. This level is basically of clean traffic. This area right here, this box is clean traffic area, potentially finding support here some way somehow. So it might be looking, this kind of might be looking to come down to find support, we don't know. But price action right now is just showing I missed this trade, this opportunity right now, because the entry wouldn't be here at this point. Previous candle high, that's how the entry wouldn't be. After this candle would close the previous candle low, you would enter a position, but it didn't happen. So what we can do? Nothing. Let's go look for other opportunities. Okay, so here, this is what I'm looking for, and this is happening now, man. This is 10:43, so we still have another 15 minutes for this candle to close, right? So this candle, this is exactly what I wanted it to see. This is creating like a double bottom situation for me. The RSI is already on the bottom part of showing like some type of over. It hasn't crossed yet, but it's already on the bottom part of the RSI. So it might be potentially a scenario for me to target up. We go to the daily, we'll see that this is actually in an uptrend. We go to the 4-hour, this is also in an uptrend. And when we go to the 1-hour, where we are right now, basically it's just testing this area as support, what it has tested before as support. Here as support, this is the 3rd time. So now all I'm waiting for is this candle to close. If it closes like that, that's perfect. I will enter the position on the next candle. If the next candle crosses the previous candle high, I will enter the position. I will put my stops below the previous support level, which is around here, and then I will target again this previous level of resistance. You know, because sometimes you got to think of this. You know, if the price really wants to reverse a whole trend, it's just not gonna do it with one pick. You know, it's gonna for the price to reverse, it has to be so in a place where it has tested multiple times and it hasn't been able to break a resistance. So since it hasn't break resistance, then there is only one way to go, which it would be going down. You know, so at this point, you only tested once. You haven't even tried to pass again this level of resistance for this completely paired to reverse. So since we're in a bullish momentum, we're in a basically uptrend, and we have seen this pullback, there is a good chance now, there is a good opportunity for this to go up again, try to test this level, or even go above this level and just go test the previous 131. But we don't know. We don't know if that's gonna happen unless we see price action. So price action right now, we still gotta wait. You know. What is this? Euro USD is basically happening the same thing as Euro JPY. Double bottom. RSI is already showing oversold situation. So same scenario. We might be able to find a potential trade around here. Yep. We got to put it below this previous weeks of support before, and then target the previous level of resistance. And again, once this price moves 20 pips around there, we put our stops and break even and let the rest of the trade run, So we gotta wait for that. USD CAD is just ranging right now, and this one is perfect too. I'm just waiting. I wish this candle would come here, but I guess it's just gonna keep moving up. And after, if it breaks this level of, I would say this right here, this area is completely clean traffic. So if it goes in there and it closes inside there, the chances that it's just gonna fly. It's not gonna even come down to do any type of retest or anything. So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen there. Alright guys, so that's basically what we're looking at right now. And then gold, we're just waiting for gold to see what's happening. So on gold, I have mentioned to you before guys, this RSI 1 minute divergence strategy I use. This is a perfect strategy, man. Like look at this thing. However, this didn't play out for me just because my rule says that once the first peak is formed, and this is considered the first peak because you have a drop and then you have a red green candle showing up, so that's the first peak of a potential divergence. So I'm waiting for the next peak to create to go down to the next level, right? And then at that point, based on what the candle is doing at that level, I will enter a position. Because if it's just a strong red candle just going down or even passing this level, then I'm not gonna be looking to enter a trade there. I'll be looking to enter a trade on the next level, and then even at that point would be a clear divergence as well. As long as the divergence shows something like this, I'll be happy with that, But if it shows something like this, no, I don't want the price just to keep pushing down, because that for me is not divergence. I want to see a clear divergence where it had a little pullback in this area and then came down even further up, and then on the other side it's just showing me divergence. So if we're looking at this, you see, we will see this is like a pullback that I wanted it to see. However, this red candle, I wanted it to come a little deeper to my next level so I can enter this position, but it didn't happen. However, there's still a divergence if you look at it. If you look at this, there's still a divergence that was formed. However, it's not it doesn't meet my rules. Because it doesn't meet my rules, I'm not entering this trade. But you see, this was a clear divergence. 1 minute, and look what happened after this. This just didn't fly. And if you look at this is when we enter positions based on this strategy, we enter based on this 50 pips, targeting 50, and our stop loss is 20 pips. And this wouldn't be a perfect scenario where you could reach your 50 and you could just extend in your profits. Close partial, start closing little, you start trimming your positions as you go up, and just let it ride, Because the overall at this point is a bearish downtrend, so we don't know up to like what point it's gonna pull back in order to keep going down. So, but this 1 hour RSI divergence strategy is very strong and powerful tool you can use, because since gold is so volatile, it moves so fast, you catch a lot of move on that direction or the other direction once you have divergence. So yeah, that's where I wanted to show you on the chart right now. So hopefully, let's see right now. Basically, our eyes is on this one, Euro JPY and Euro USD. So let's see what's gonna happen, and then we can see what's gonna happen from that point on. All right, take care, guys. Enjoy. Have a great week of trading, and don't over trade, don't over risk. Just manage your positions. The rule number 1 that I always follow is protect your capital. Is put move your stops at break even once you have 20 pips in profit, and you'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. There's plenty of opportunities in the market this week, next month, next year. So don't overwhelm yourself trying to catch all of the positions, sniper entries, or anything, because it's just not gonna happen. All right, my guys. Have a good day. Enjoy and be safe.